It is hard to believe that I'm here at the doorstep of the most important city in the Elizabethan era. Because I'm not. That's in London, miles away, and burned down years ago. So instead we're here at Pontificia Universidad Católica Valparaíso, and we are going to interview someone very special. So we are here with Professor Shakespeare, an expert in 16th century theater. So, Professor Shakespeare, there's a doubt that has been going around my mind for a bit. I have heard that drag queens were extremely popular at the time of Queen Elizabeth. Never have I expected RuPaul, of all people, to have such a rich historical background.
What you might be referring to are drags in theater. These were men who dressed up as women during plays. As women were not allowed to participate, but to give you credit, this actually inspired the term drag queen in today's world.
Oh, that's so interesting. What else do you have to say about it?
Certainly. Another fun fact, actually, is about that it was highly inspired by Greek and Roman culture. This translated into acting in theater, using exaggerated gestures and sounds in order to convey emotion more effectively. These are plenty of plays where you can see this, as Romeo and Juliet, Dr. Faustus, Volpone, between others. It was entertainment for both the rich and the poor.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, Professor.
Now, our reporter Dylan is looking for some high IQ students to interview. Oh, it seems he found someone.
Madam,
Hello.
could you give us your opinion about the experience that the theater delivers?
No, it doesn't deliver. I had to come here personally.
I see. So, what do you prefer, the normal theater or the so-famous puppet show?
What's a puppet?
Hello, now we are here with Sir Arthur Robert. Now, Sir Arthur, in those years there were some sports that were considered bloody, isn't it?
Yes, there were many. For instance, there was hunting and hawking.
Oh, can you tell us about hunting?
Well, hunting was the art of chasing an animal in order to catch it and kill it, usually with hounds and crossbows. It was commonly practiced by the aristocracy and also nobles with pomp and ceremony for such occasions.
Sir Arthur, it is true that Queen Elizabeth used to be part of such pleasant sports that was throwing shots and leaving the babies to get eaten by dogs.
Yes, she did. Actually, one of such occasions, she so exhausted herself through hard riding that she was confined to bed for several days and wasn't able to interview the French ambassador.
Well, that usually happens to French people.
Excuse me?
And hawking, can you tell us about it?
Well, what about the hawking?
Can you tell us about Stephen Hawking? How was he during those days?
I think you're misunderstanding something.
No, I have here. How was Stephen Hawking during those days?
Okay, well, I can tell you about hawking the sport. Well, hawking was a sport whose purpose was catching other birds and a assortment of a small ground game, and it was expensive, as well as highly technical form of hunting. It was very such reserved for nobles and royalty.
I don't understand.
We got the chance to encounter Mrs. Burton, expert in bear grunts and bears. Isn't that true, Mrs. Burton?
Well, I am a bear, that is correct, but I do not possess any expertise in such area.
You're a bear, and you don't fancy. That's enough for me. So, Mrs. Burton, could you be so gentle to explain us what bear grunts were?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, bear grounds were one type of entertainment back in the Elizabethan era that consisted in chaining a bear to 10 loose, free, wild dogs to brutally kill the bear.
That that sounds awful.
It was. It truly was.
Anyways, would you mind to participate in a demonstration?
Excuse me?
Invited some dogs to the studio to help us with the demonstration. And now, Professor George Silver will be giving us some of his knowledge in the matter of fencing.
Professor Silva, could you enlighten us on the topic?
Well, I surely can. Fencing was a kind of martial art and a form of stage entertainment in which two knights would duel with a rapier, long, thin, elegant sword. Elizabethan fencing was a requirement for the nobility in this era. You had to show your status on the stage. The evolution of fencing was, in a way, a reflection of Elizabethan society, as fencing was used to settle different things, kind of disagreements, instead of using other barbaric methods.
Oh, I really didn't know how novel this sport was. Was there any other form of entertainment or sport that could rival this one?
Well, there was. It isn't a sport, but it had a lot to do with them most of the time. I'm talking about gambling, the Elizabethan era, a form of entertainment that rich and poor would enjoy, in which the stakes were high, 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 as well was the winnings. People would gamble in all sorts of things, ranging from cockfighting to dice and card games. Gambling.
Thanks, Mr. Silver. So it was a pleasure to have you. And for you guys, that was all for the Elizabethan entertainment. For the next episode, we're going to see